Hello, hello, hello. How are y'all doing? Good evening, chat. Gam, Peaches, Eric, One Drunk Man, Mr. ODM, ODN Hello, hello, Peaches. Inomushiki, Gibby Monster, hello from Tasmania. Wow. First viewer from Tasmania that I know. Welcome. Welcome to the stream. And hello. Mr. Frank, how are you doing? Inomushiki. How are you doing? Sorry, yeah, you're probably older than me, so I shouldn't say that. Atticus, hello. Wasabi's hello. Flo Punktella, this is a Bear 65 from some time ago. Wait, some time ago? Are you confusing me for Mr. somebody else? Rob, hello. Doing good yourself? I'm doing okay. This week's been a little more chill, I think. Still busy though. I've been doing a lot of paperwork and yeah, bunch of stuff. Kind of tired though, actually. Kind of feeling a little tired this week, but it's been going well. And again, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 16 months, Rob. Thank you so much. Will there be R2 for Bear 65? I think Bear 65, I'm actually not sure about the fulfillment stage for Bear 65, but I know that it's partially fulfilled, I think, maybe. I think they're still they still have units to fulfill. Family portrait looks good. Thank you. Hug JD. Really? I just did though for the family photo. Wow, you call me old? Thanks, man. I said you must be older than I am, I think. I actually am not sure. I think it got mentioned during Nathan's subathon, but I actually don't remember. Anyway, JD is indeed chilling. Here's JD and Ron. What's the drink? It's Thai iced tea. It's Thai iced tea. Maybe JD wants some. It is Thai iced tea though. Oopsie. Wrong view. The fan blows his fur just right. Oh yeah, the fan's right below, that's why. Yeah, it gets pretty hot, so I need to have the fan around just to, yeah, stay sane, I guess. Anyway, so we have a pretty busy schedule today, I think. So I guess I'll explain. We have a few things to unbox. Slash things that I just unpacked, things to show you. I have a board to build, of course. We are building the Bear 65 today. And yeah, we'll just work through those items one by one. It'll be good though, it's not a TKL at least, but there are still like 5 stabs involved, I think, because it's like shift, 2 space bars, enter, and backspace probably. Yeah. One year! Oh, Marksy! Thank you so much for the 1 year and congrats on the new badge. What's the board you got there? This is an Octagon V1. This is an Octagon V1 built with Tangerine's exclamation keyboard. It's going to give you all the details of the board. Exclamation keyboard I think should work if it's not updated yet. Let me know. It should be up to date. Yeah. Happy Friday evening, Mason. What's up? How are you? In your opinion, what's the best linear switch? Probably MX Blacks. A really smooth MX Black sounds and feels really good. But they're harder to find, smooth MX Blacks, just because they come with a lot of variants. Yeah. That said, I like alpacas a lot. I like inks. Yeah, I like a variety of switches. I like MX Browns, well, actually those are not linear, so don't count. But like, yeah, Gateron Milky Yellows are cheap and very good. So those I suggest also. Most recently, we discovered the Gateron Cap V2 switches with the milky tops, and those even stock are excellent. They're fantastic. So yeah. No Tangis, the new Tangis, I don't use them as much, so I feel like I haven't developed like an affinity for it just yet. Yeah. I've used them a few times, but not that many times. I thought they were smooth, they're good. But I don't know. I guess I just kind of like, after like the Alpaca V2s, I feel like I just didn't notice much of a difference between switches. So yeah. Alright, let's get started. So, first item that we have is... so I got a few personal items. So I got a personal item here that I already unboxed because it came in a box that was pretty shredded. And I just had to look. But I got Hammerworks CRP Round 4 from the Chinese group buy. I did not purchase this from the Chinese group buy. I actually got these aftermarket. So I got it from the Chinese aftermarket. But these are special to me because these have the German layout. So the top row here is gonna be quartz and not QWERTY. And the numero is slightly different and such. So it's German layout for the alphas. With the Cyrillic sub-legends, which is pretty cool. So slightly different. Did have to pay a little extra for shipping because it came all the way from China. Actually, it went through China and then through Singapore and then here because I had to use a proxy. My proxy was just a friend of mine who lives in like a community friend who lives in Singapore, and they basically were just kind enough to help me out in sourcing this. So yeah, got this bad boy. Next, we have a few things to unbox. Let's unbox this first. Would you use a massage gun on MX Black? If I had a massage gun, I would try it. Why not? Oh, okay. I'm gonna unbox it from the bottom. Did it drop? Oh, never mind. People are just being quiet. Also, Lightning, if your friend wants my Yuyin Zuyin, I'm happy to give it to him for costs I paid and eat the cost of shipping. I don't know if he wants it yet. I tagged him because he was looking for it, but I don't know if he's gonna pick it up. I know that he's an Alice user, so maybe he wants to pick up space bars, but you can get any space bars that are white for that set, I think. So I think he should be good. But yeah, maybe I'll ask. He's been AFK today though, so I'll ask him. So that's the first item we have here is a bag, but it's not any bag, by the way. This is a very special bag. I'm just gonna unbox it because it doesn't matter. But this bag, my friends, is the Mary C TX collaboration. It's the Mary C Works TX collaboration. You guys remember the Mary C 65 by Morning Coffee? He ran a couple of batches for sale of small TX bags, and these are branded with the Mary C Works logo, and of course have this wonderful microfiber cloth that has the Mary C logo. No need to open that one though. And this, actually, my friends, is not for me. This was actually donated graciously by Mr. Morning Coffee to be given away. The giveaway will not be happening today. It will be given away during the upcoming subathon. On the 28th is the tentative date at the moment. But on the 28th, there is a tentative date that I have set to run a subathon, and we have lots of prizes in the works. Yeah, so this is one of such items. Anyway, thank you so much, Morning Coffee, for this gracious donation. Next, and which I unboxed already, but I just want to show you some of the contents here. Is some items that I will be giving away during the subathon. These were sponsored by myself and other people. So here we have some Weeha screwdriver sets for your purposes. These are the same ones that I use. We have switches, Durock switches, TTC switches, JWK switches, Vermilion switches, blah 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 blah. Switch openers, and also keycaps. All kinds of things to give away. And all of these items in this particular box, other than the Weeha set, were graciously given by Elboard. Jack from Elboard. Again, thank you so much, Jack, for these gifts for the upcoming event. But yeah, here are some of the details. Elboard.store is their store website. And yeah, but we have some items here. There are some more items that I will be personally contributing to the event, so get excited for that. Then we have, love the packaging, it's so cute, right? There's more. Today this arrived for me to show y'all. When is the subathon? Is going to be, tentatively is scheduled for the 28th. I am still finalizing last final details. There will be more. I mean, these are just some of the prizes. Okay, there will be keyboards. There will be key sets. There will be assorted items. So yeah. Giving away a key cult? Will I be giving away a key cult? Ooh, okay, hold up. Alright, there. Okay. So this one comes from Kinetic Labs. And it looks like, ooh, look at that. We have the Polycaps Octopus set. Very cool. Thank you to Kinetic Labs for this one. This one, I will show you what it looks like. Let's see. Let's open it up. Key cult would be cool, but is there an opportunity to win Diego's love and affection? I mean, I think Diego's love and affection is rather simple. It's not very hard to win that. I'm a relatively affectionate person, I think. Just in general, I tend to be pretty friendly to most people. Alright, let's take these out. Oh, I think it's this way. Ooh. Oh, ho, ho. This is pretty poggers. These are kind of vibrant. Oh, okay. So there's a numpad, TKL cluster, and extra keys. Very nice. Oh, Alice spacebars too with the extra B, which I don't know why their extra B always. Oh, they also have like an extra B that's normal and an extra B that's Hangul, which is always weird. Maybe polycaps are made in Korea? I don't know. Probably not, but this is what the set looks like. Actually, these colors look a little odd on my camera here. Actually, well, how do I describe this color? It's close to what's on camera, actually. It's very close. I would say the pink enter here is maybe like a quarter touch more vibrant in real life, and the base color is maybe like a quarter or like a half touch more saturated in real life. Yeah, but these look great. These look really good. Somebody asked, does it support split backspace? Let me see. It doesn't look like it supports split backspace. It supports split shift. It supports 65% columns. But I don't... Well, there's an extra tilde key, which you could use, but I don't see a 1.5U delete or backspace key. Yeah, I don't see that. So unfortunately not. It does not support split backspace. Yeah. Love to see affordable in-stock sets, although the R&Ds from the same manual mic from Novel Keys quit using because the caps had issues. They do look the same, right? So I assume they're the same manufacturer. I hope that they maybe Kinetic Labs has gone through the trouble of testing these further and basically making improvements so that they don't end up having issues. Perhaps that's the case, but these polycaps have been selling really well. They've been out of stock like very quickly on their store. It's been, yeah. These are nice. I think for the price, it's great. What is this set called, Diego? I forget the name. This is called Octopus. This Polycaps Octopus. Here's the Octopus. Yeah. But anyway, we could use these today after the build, but let's check out the color of the board first, and then we can determine from that what color we should use. It's always a hassle to put these in. I'll put it upside. Maybe I'll put it the other way around. Okay. Just saw your IG story. Finally, some selfies. God damn it! I know. I did it for you, Nachos. I did it for you. Might be a one-time thing. I cannot say I am very confident to do that on my stories, but yeah. Anyway, thank you to Kinetic Labs for donating this set. One of these sets will also be given away during the event, so expect stuff to be given away later on. Alright, next up we have... Next week, Diego, subscribe to my OnlyFans. Alright, so next we have this bag that I opened up just to check the contents because I was afraid that it might have been crushed or something because it was a bubble mealer. But this one comes from Urine from Input Rice. So basically they have sent me these test O-rings of different colors and sizes and different like hardness, basically. So we have here all these O-rings. So these actually are Bakeneko and Unicorn compatible O-rings. So I was just asked to test some of the fitment. So we have slightly thicker ones and slightly thinner ones. But yeah, basically these are just some test units that I was asked to test. So I actually brought a few boards. So here are two boards that use O-rings. I don't have my Bakeneko here because my Bakeneko is actually at work. I use my Bakeneko at work, so yeah, I forgot to bring that back home. So here is the Unicorn, which we can test right away probably. Actually, let me see if I can actually take it out with my hands like this. Probably not, but okay, I'll just use the keycap here. Oh, there we go. Okay. So this is the R1 Unicorn from Singa. So this one uses an O-ring as well. Let me try to get this out of the way. Okay, there. So let's take this out. So they have about... Oh, wait. This thickness. So there's the thickness of the O-ring. It looks like it's kind of similar to this one. Actually, wait, no. Oh, it's interesting. So this is like right in between these two. So I'm gonna... So it's like right in between these two as far as thickness goes. So these are slightly thinner, these are slightly thicker. And diameter wise, these are slightly, kind of look slightly bigger, but we'll see. I'm gonna pick somewhere in the middle. I think these go from 30 to 65 and they're color coded. I'm just gonna pick the middle one, which I think is the green one. The green one is like 45. And let's see. Oh, Dennis, hello. Hello, hello. Thick over thin? Yeah, so the green matches the PCB. It's like camouflaged. Alright, so I was asked to just test the fitment, so we'll see. Ooh, it's kind of tight. It does fit. It does fit. It does fit. A little tight, but it does seem to fit. I think this would not work in the Ogre for sure. The Ogre, I don't think it would support this kind of size of a thickness O-ring. So there is some amount of flex here. It's not very severe, but there is definitely some bounce to it. It's a little tight for sure, though. It definitely like feels a little tighter than the other one. But I mean, at least I can tell them it fits in the Unicorn, so that's good. So that's something they wanted to test. So they basically wanted to know there's thick and thin. They wanted to check tolerances with the Unicorn. I believe the Unicorn Round 1 and the Unicorn Round 2 use the same tolerances as far as the O-ring is concerned. So if the thick one fits, then it should work with the Unicorn Round 2 as well. I don't have a Unicorn Round 2 right now here to sort of like test it out. Yeah. Okay, well, I do think I should test at least one of these for the... I'm not gonna do like a typing test or anything like that. I'm just gonna test fitment really quick. I'm just doing kind of chores. But it's good to know. There might be... Soon, you might start seeing options for O-ring purchases in the Western market. Which is really nice. I think it's good to have more options out there, and local options are even better. If I recall correctly, these shipped from like pretty much locally, like I think like in the East Coast. So yeah, like if we have US based vendors with these, it'll be nice for those who have Bakenekos, who have ogres, who have unicorns, who have different like whatever 60% O-ring board that you might have in the future. It'll be good to have these options. So now for the ogre, it's a little different because the ogre uses has a very tight tolerance, and honestly I did not want to take this apart, but I will do it for the sake of testing. Perhaps they'll even do TKL size. Yeah, perhaps. Yes, perhaps. I mean, I'm sure they are starting with the boards that they know exist and are, you know, designed to use the O-ring. But maybe we'll start seeing it for other boards, like the Constellation uses an O-ring for the 65% mounting method. One of them at least, one of the mounting methods uses the O-ring. So we might start seeing O-ring options for the Constellation as well. Yeah, there probably will be more things out there to check out. Get Mizu mat? Doesn't the Mizu mat actually restock every so often through vendors? I think this might have not come off. Okay. Okay, so alright, so the ogre has a very tight tolerance, okay? So I need to be careful with this one. I tape this down because I wanted to make sure this was all the way in. But let's see. So, oh, actually the ogre uses a relatively medium thickness O-ring, so I think these thinner ones should work. Let's try a thicker one actually though. With friends, but just want to say hi, you rock. Hi, you rock. Anyway, I mean, you can get any Durock size O-rings from Amazon. I would prefer to support a community vendor though. Yeah, that I agree. Yeah. I do know that other vendors also have it. Okay, well, this seems to fit the in-between area, between the plate and the PCB, so that's already a good sign. It tucks in pretty nicely, so that's a good thing too. But the question is, would it actually sit inside of it, of the case? Might be a little tough, but we'll see. If this fits, I can assume that the thinner one will, but yeah. Okay, the issue with the ogre is that the ogre has crazy tight tolerances for everything. I actually think this thicker one is not gonna work though. I actually think this thicker one is too much. Because even the thinner one barely, I mean like the original one barely fits. Yeah, so I think, yeah, I think the thicker one feels too tight on this case right now. So I'll probably give that feedback. It's like hot. But yeah, I mean, if I try the thinner one here, just trying the gray one because I think this is the more stiffer, like this is the stiffer one, and it's okay. Let's see this thinner one. Let's see. Yeah, this thinner one should work. Yeah, these tolerances for the thinner one are fine. This gets placed into the case just fine. So this is not an issue. Thinner one is actually, it actually kind of feels nicer that the thinner one is a little more lenient as far as tolerances go on the case. So I might actually consider switching O-rings into the Ogre with the thinner O-ring rather than a thicker O-ring. And then maybe use a thicker one in the Unicorn for a bit. We'll see. Okay, cool. So that's feedback I can give back. Actually, let's leave one in. Let's leave a much softer one in. So let me see. The color codes are yellow, pink, blue, green, orange, red, brown, gray. Okay, so let's try pink on this. Pink. Pink is 35A, I think, for the durometer measurement. So pretty soft. Might be kind of pointless, but we'll see. Closed. Okay, nice. Oh, did chat get disconnected earlier? Oh, I see. I guess chat got disconnected and I didn't even realize. My bad. Didn't even realize chat disconnected, sorry. It just doesn't refresh my chat because when it disconnects, for some reason it like stutters. Yeah. Was it input rice? Yeah, input rice. You think that O-rings are generally less effective on TKL over boards with 60-65 layouts generally due to the size? Well, no, not quite. Actually, wouldn't you think that it would be more effective for a larger board? Because in a larger board, you get elasticity over a longer length, right? Because normally larger boards are longer. As far as width is concerned, is like depends on the number of, like, I think it's only until you move from 65 to 75 or like 40s to like 50s to 60s, right? That you change the number of rows. So I think it's mostly the length that matters. But when you have a longer area and you have this stretched O-ring, wouldn't you think that you would have a bigger impact on a larger board than a smaller board? But hard to say. Actually, no, wait, let me think. let's see. So we have an O-ring here, and the O-ring will stretch over a larger area. Okay, actually maybe not. Actually, you might be right, because in a larger area, well, no, well, you would just use the appropriate size, so it would still experience the same amount of stretch. So actually it doesn't matter what size board you have, I think. Yeah, I don't think it matters actually. But generally speaking, for a longer length keyboard, right? When you press down the middle, you're gonna have more like displacement, or like more pulling, right? Kind of like you can think of like as if you're like plucking a string, right? Like plucking a string like in an instrument, right? Anytime you apply pressure from like the keys, right? You're kind of like you know, like stretching it on one like point somewhere in this like rectangle, right? I would imagine that for a larger area, right, you would actually have more like kind of like bending, like, you know, like down, right? So I think maybe you, generally speaking, experience more flexibility in a larger board than a smaller board, assuming the same conditions for both, like assuming they were both, let's say, O-ring gasket mounted and same aluminum plate, same thickness of the PCB and everything. Yeah, assuming all that is the same, I would think that the larger board would experience more like flexibility relative to the other size. Yeah. Okay. Well, all right. So I should just note these. Let me just write down. Let's see. I should just write down red, unicorn, black, over. Just so I don't forget. And then we can take these out of the way for now. Sound theory, I think you're right about that. Yeah, I mean, it's not even, well, it's more so just physics, right? It's if you stretch an object the same over this, or like stretch an object with the same forces on both sides, like if you could draw a free body diagram of a point in the O-ring, right? You experience the same amount of stretch, right? Like the Hooke's law, right? For example, like if you assume it's like a spring, it's like F equals minus kx, right? Then I would assume that like your springiness is still the same, but when you have a longer length, like a longer piece, like a longer area, when you subject that to stress, I would imagine that stress gets dissipated over a larger area, and therefore like you kind of feel like it's more flexible and more like forgiving rather than a small keyboard, I think. Yeah. But that's my guess. If that did not make sense, don't worry about it. I was a physics major, so when are the office hours? I actually do have to TA at some point. I actually do have TA responsibilities starting at some point in school, but I haven't signed up for them just yet. I used to TA before though. Yeah, I used to TA. TAing is fun, actually. I can't say this O-ring feels any more flexible than the other one, just because the Ogre has a pretty tight configuration overall. It's maybe like very slightly softer, but it's not a huge difference. So, but it's good to know that the fitment works. I'll just write that down though. Let's see. So I'll say there was thick by input rice, and then there was unicorn, and then there was thin by input rice, and then so this one was okay on unicorn, so therefore this one should be okay by default. And the same thing, we have thick, thin, and then Ogre like default, and then I think the thick one is a no-go. So I think this is Ogre. No, it doesn't work, but the thin one does work. Yeah. Okay, cool. So just feedback I need to provide. So I'm gonna write that down. Maybe just slap it on here and say you say impressions. Yeah, I think that's good enough. Yo, I see CRP R4. Yeah, I got one set of CRP around for aftermarket. What's the idea behind the O-ring? Oh, okay. I can briefly explain that. So I know it might feel like I'm not starting with the build and all that, and y'all are like, "Where's the damn Bear 65?" But I don't mind going over some stuff here. The concept of the O-ring is very simple. Let me actually show you. So, okay, let's actually start with the case. So look at the case, Odien. Okay, Odien, I hope you're looking carefully because I'm only gonna explain it once. Okay, you see these pillars here? You see there are these little nubs, sort of like these little pillars on the case. These pillars are actually meant to hold the O-ring. Okay, they're just there to keep the O-ring there, right? They're just making sure it's at a certain height, actually. Okay, so you do that, right? But right, if you put any flat object of the size of this rectangle, right, it's gonna sit on these pillars, right? You don't want that. Specifically, you don't want it to happen with the PCB or the plate. Specifically the PCB though, because the O-ring's in the way of that anyway. So that's why if you look at the PCB here, it has cutouts that are exactly, actually slightly bigger diameter cutouts here, right? Yeah, I mean there's one here. There's basically like 8 of them, right, cut out on the PCB. So basically if I just place this PCB in, right, it just falls all the way down to the bottom of the case, right? This is without the O-ring, right? It's like this, without the O-ring, it just falls all the way down to the case, right? The O-ring is in place there so that it's being held by those pillars. So when I place the O-ring now, right? Now the O-ring is interfering there in that specific column, right? So now when I place the assembly in, right? So right now it's just because this O-ring is slightly bigger, but you know, like right there, boom. So I press it down, right? And now basically the O-ring is in the perimeter of the case, being held by those pillars. And so the reason O-rings exist is because by the idea behind it is that because now there's this O-ring that has friction against the case and holding the rest of the plate and PCB assembly, whenever you press down, the experience of this bottoming out experience is gonna be proportional to the softness or flexibility of that ring that is being held by the walls of the case. Can you repeat what you just said about this method of mounting? No. No. That's what it is. So yeah, that's the idea behind it. It's that basically the case holds with friction. It holds the O-ring, and then when you press down, it's the O-ring that allows you to feel that amount of displacement or flexibility, and it prevents the assembly from bottoming out all the way down to the case, which isn't bad, electrically speaking. So yeah, that's the idea behind O-ring. And similarly, people do it with plate and sandwich strip gasket mount, right? Yo, Juego, thank you so much for the tier 1 sub for 12. Oh no, wait, for 14 months. Thank you so much, my friend. How are you doing? Yeah, gracias for the info. No problem. Yeah. So basically that's the idea behind it. And in double like, you know, double strip gasket mount or whatever, you know, people sandwich plates with a gasket, right? It's the same thing. It's basically by having some sort of rubber material being held against the case of the keyboard, right? The keyboard case. You create that amount of, like, you know, cushioning, right? That the O-ring would do normally if you had an O-ring instead. But instead, you're just dividing it in strips because it's easier to apply. And yeah, so that's basically it. In the case of strips, though, it's the plate that is being held by the gaskets, rather than in the case of the O-ring, it's the O-ring that's just being held against the wall of the case, right? And like sitting on top of that, like, pillar that exists in the bottom case. Yeah, so they're slightly different, but they pretty much are supposed to do something similar, which is just cushioning, a cushioning effect for softness. Yeah. Anyway, I think that explanation was actually not too good, but I hope it was understandable. It was understandable to me? Okay. Good. Alright. Ooh. Now we get on to the actual build. Let's put my Twitch dashboard on my phone, because when the stream dies, sometimes I need to see what's going on. Alright, so after an hour of unboxing, or 50 minutes of unboxings and stuff, we get to the build. So here is our, let's see, these are feet or gasket, I'm not sure. Cloth, we don't need it. And then here are the switches we're going to use today. These are the penguins from Kinetic Labs. This is the PCB. Mid-piece, foam mid-piece. Brass plate, and here's the keyboard. Ooh, it's blue, I think. And what is this down here? Oh, I think it's hardware. Alright. So it looks like today's build is blue themed. Penguins! Do you like penguins, Frank? Ooh! Yo, this color! This is a very lit color. It's like an Arctic bear or something. Polar bear, I guess. Sorta. Oh, it's like very cute blue. It looks like this is powder coated or Cerakoted. I know it looks powder coated. This does not look anodized. This looks powder coated. Oh, F. Color killed the stream. Man, these disconnections are. Oh, we're back. I was waiting. Alright, so back exactly to where we were. This color is very good. It's a very cute blue. I believe this is powder coated. It looks powder coated to me at least. There's a, oh, look at that cute bear. This weight is extremely cute. Oh my gosh, this is such a cute weight. brass weight looks clear coated to me. Very, very, very cute. So is this that special skin coating they're advertising? Yeah, it looks like it. You guys want to see the texture? Let's look at the texture of this coating. Enhance. It's time to enhance. All right, let's see. So this looks. Ooh, look at that. Okay, look at that. That finish is nice. It's very smooth. It definitely has a bit of like that texture to it, but it's very consistently applied. Yeah, this is very nicely done. Yeah, very, very nicely done. Yeah. Very, very nice. Alright. Yeah, for powder coating, this is quite nice. Definitely one of the better powder coated jobs I've seen. I think Matrix also uses some sort of powder coating. So they also do a great job, but yeah, it's quite comparable, I would say. Alright, so let's see. What else do we have here? Okay, looks like we have some hardware. Doesn't Matrix do both anode and powdered? Yes, I believe they do. Are you interested in mission? Jordan, thank you so much for the 6 months. Jordan, do you want a sticker? Do exclamation sticker and you can fill in the form and I can send you a sticker. We have some spare diodes, some spare screws perhaps. We have gaskets, small gasket strips, I believe. Yep, for the plate. I mean for the case slash plate. And then I guess these are extra feet. Wait. These more gaskets? There's a lot of gaskets. Maybe they give different hardness gaskets? Very cool. I suppose they do. Okay, alright. Good to know. We have some extra components here. That's good. Okay, switches are fine. Plate. We're not going to use the foam today. Also, not to use it. And then Shoko, please. Okay, sure thing. Good thing the Shoko set is actually on an Alice layout board, so I can just transfer it over directly from the Nunu to this one. All right, PCB looking good. Looks like this PCB is definitely custom for this particular board because of the extra key over here. And also it looks like it's fixed layout for everything except for split backspace, long right shift, and step caps lock. The rest is fixed, which is nice. Very cool. Alright, let's test out the PCB now. I was able to type more than numbers in the phone number section. This is great. Oh boy. Time to correct that. Alright, PCB lights up. That's a good sign. Yo, Dr. Huru, thank you so much for the 8 months. How are you doing, Dr. Huru? How are you doing, my friend? Personally, I like the fixed layout. Yeah, I like fixed layout too. Anyway, so let me go back and read. Oh my god, a kit that actually includes spare diodes compatible with the PCB. Got a client house in, and all the right side mod diodes were ripped off. Had to get real creative to fix it. You don't have to get that creative to fix it. You know that you can just use a piece of wire, right? And you can just short it. A diode's basically a short, so you could just short it with a piece of metal in between. Put some solder in. But I understand. You could also create bridges if you wanted. Yeah. But if you have issues with diodes, sometimes you can just make a bridge. Don't diodes have polarity? Yeah, but like it's so that it doesn't like, you know, have like reversal, right? But in a keyboard, it's like, I mean, it's only if you have like a complete disarray of them that you would have a lot of problems, I assume. But if it's just a few, I would say it's probably okay. Haven't you seen some of the vintage boards that just have a piece of wire for the diode section? Inside of the switch, yeah. Like when you like get like a cherry board or something like that, there's some keyboards that have just like pieces of wires inside of the switch to act as a diode. But they're not diodes at all. Like they're just wires. All right, I need the hex file for this actually, so I'm gonna look. Can I use via.com? Download. No wait, no, not download. Firmware. Bear 65. Oh, here it is. Bear 65 via hex file. Save it. Open GMK toolbox. Is there a reset? Oh, there's a reset short here. So let's short it. So there it is. Pops up on my QMK toolbox right there. You can see the yellow text. And then you just open the hex file. It's called Jacky Studio Bear 65, and then flash. It doesn't come pre-flashed. I guess it comes pre-flashed with QMK, but maybe it's not via, or maybe it's not the most recent version. Perhaps I think that might be the case. Who knows? Sometimes PCB fabs do a good job, sometimes they don't. It's just kind of how it goes. Alright, so here it is, Bear 65 Ergo. Let's get it. Alright, so, let's see. Layout looks okay, except for I don't use caps lock. So, I'm just gonna change this to Win key and control. And control and Win key, and the rest is fine for now. Yeah. All right. Let's just test the keys. As long as it works, indeed. Man, I just finished a 40-minute leg workout a bit ago, and now my legs are in pain. It sounds like the good kind of pain, though, TBH. I love leg workouts. I love lower body workouts. Squats? Best exercise ever. So what I'm hearing is Diego has some nice legs? Not really. I'm a scrub, TBH. No wonder you have big calves. I think the big calves thing is a genetic thing, and also like because I used to do track and basketball. Alright, let's turn off the backlighting. We don't need it. Alright. Cool. PCB works perfectly, which is fantastic. Heard you brag about that dumping legs before? You didn't hear that from me. Excuse you. Mr. Kupo, hi Dio Comandas, how are you, my friend? How's your week been? It's been okay, a little tired from the week, but otherwise doing fine. Ooh, nice coated brass plate. Very, very nice. Looks very nice. Alright. I do have some stabs here. I just need to re-lube some of these stabs. These stabs are actually partially lubed, but I don't think they're perfectly tuned. So let's just get that done. I think just the wires need to be done again. So oh wait, Mason, I just read something you said earlier. Steph Diego, I need your help. I don't know who the best Genshin waifu is. You should ask Mick Balls. Mick Balls knows the best Genshin waifu. Just ask him a few times. I can guarantee he will answer exactly the same way each time. I don't know why I said that. I don't know why you said that either. So today's stabs are actually going to be fairly quick because they are slightly pre-lubed. I just need to re-lube some of the end of the wire. Just make sure it doesn't rattle. But today's stabs should be fairly fast, I think. We'll see though. Diego, you tried the Gateron ink stabs yet? No, I haven't. I haven't bought them, so I haven't tried it. I need to buy some if I'm going to try it. I'm just reluctant to buy all these new products right now because I just have so much of the other stuff. I have a stash of Durock stabs and cherry stabs right now. If I buy more, like, I'm just gonna end up like, yeah. I also need to like use it like in a personal build probably. So, maybe I'll try to pick a setup for one of the builds during the subathon. So the subathon is actually going to consist of keyboard builds, and that's probably what we're going to be doing most of the time. Aside from me getting distracted from whatever you guys are saying, and answering questions, and eating food, or taking it easy sometime in between, taking breaks, getting mad over internet disconnections, which are, we might have so many internet disconnections, but I don't give a fuck. We are gonna go get through this. Keyboard builds and making Thai tea live? I can't take my camera all the way over though. Pricey? Oh, are the Gateron stabs pricey? I didn't realize. How much are the Gateron stabs? They're more than Zeal? Hold up. They're more than Zeal? Fuck that. No. I don't know. Zeal stabs are already like... Zeal stabs are already like so expensive. I don't know. Dude. That is too much. Over $30 for stabs is honestly highway robbery. Like, I get it that they're basically trying to say like, oh, but you get better stabs if you just get the more expensive one here. But what's the actual, like, is the return really worth it? Don't you still face the same issues you would face with every stab, where you do have to lube them, you do have to make sure they're okay, make sure they might wobble a little less, but is that enough? Is that enough? Expensive equals better, duh. The new ink stabs are just Durocks, but with perfectly balanced wires. In before batch of Gateron stabs coming out with bent wires that don't work. And people are gonna be like, but I thought it was perfectly balanced. And then they'll just be like, we are inevitable. And then yeah, it won't be as balanced as you would want it to be. Cherry clipping master race. Cherry clippings are nice for sure. I found ink stabs to be slightly quieter than Cherry, Durock, or others, which was to be expected. Well, I mean, if you have less rattle, you would have quieter stabs, I suppose. Or less movement inside of the housing. But cool. I mean, maybe the material is also different. What can you say about EpoMaker's EP84? I have no real words for it because I don't know the board. I can look it up for you right now and just give it a quick glance and see what it is. EpoMaker 84 looks like a 75% keyboard, $85. And for some reason the webpage is not loading for me. And I got disconnected. Oh, we're back. How long did it take? That's not just my internet. No, it's me. It's if you're seeing disconnections that last anywhere from like 5 to 30 seconds, that's like most definitely me. It's my, I don't know why, but I drop packets randomly, sporadically every so often. I check with my router. I reported it to my router company. I reported it to my ISP. They don't know what to do. I'm probably gonna try replacing my modem. I will see if I can replace my modem before the subathon. Actually, hope it works. But honestly, I've been exhausting my options, and I have no idea why it keeps dropping. So yeah. Actually, this stab is a little. I don't like this stab. I'm gonna replace this one. I get 4-second interruptions? Yeah. It just happens. Are you on Wi-Fi or Ethernet? Of course I'm on Ethernet. There's no way I'm on the Wi-Fi. Wi-Fi is not reliable at all. Yeah, no. Oh, Mr. Harsha! Yo! Do you guys know Harsha? Thank you so much for the raid, my friend. How are you doing? Good. What were you doing today? What were you up to? We did an Electrotype 60. Oh, that's interesting. Electrotype 60? Haven't heard that one. Actually, oh wait, Electrotype 60, is that a stacked acrylic case? The Switch Couture one? Yeah. Okay. So that's what I thought. I actually was like, I'm pretty sure I've heard it somewhere, but I just don't remember where it was. And I remember there was the TKL for that. So. Or the Alice, I don't know, whichever it was, but there was like another one too. Cool. Hope that went well. Anyway, so yeah, I do have issues with my internet right now, and it's been like this for the past month or longer maybe. I'm just in an eternal struggle with my internet service provider, probably. It's some sort of like hell or purgatory. It's like a special kind of hell, I guess. Linear? Are you trying to figure out what switches I like or something? You can do exclamation switches. Alright. Let us test the snaps first before we proceed. Yo, Ark, what's up? Oh, Nalio, I didn't see you earlier. Am I gonna use GMK Mizu? I think Peach is redeemed for GMK Shoko, actually. Probably gonna go for Shoko. Yay, push-ups. Oh, okay. One sec, Jordan. I'll get to it. What's the silkscreen animal on the bottom? It is a bear. Cause the keyboard is called a Bear 65. Such a nice blue on the case, I agree. It's really nice. Thought it was a bear because of the name, but looks suspiciously like a cat. Oh, I could see that. I could see why you say that. Is engine oil a thing for lubing? Certainly not. Engine oil is too viscous to some extent. Yeah, for our purposes. Motor oil is the best lubing method, but only used. Yeah, some people use LSD, right? The whatever it's called. Slip differential thing. Limited slip differential, thank you. That exactly. Lysergic acid, thalidomide. That is actually my favorite kind of. Nah, just kidding. I don't do anything like that. Or well, I don't anymore. Long gone phase. Long gone. Not my psychedelic days, but rather my experimentation days, which was mostly just college. But yeah, don't do anything like that anymore. I quit smoking. I only drink. That's all I do. Pretty much. I only drink. I do like drinking though. I picked the worst one out of the bunch. Drinking makes me do dumb shit. I'm sure it causes that to a lot of people. Is it still experimenting if I know it'll be fun? I guess by the time you already know, it's like you're just trying it out, I guess. If you haven't tried it before, you're just trying it out for the first time, or yeah. I'm not sure. Water? Oh. Preferred beverage? Oh yeah, water for sure. I like. Oh, but if you're talking about alcoholic beverages, I like a good old fashioned. I'm into Negronis a lot too. But a properly done old fashioned is delicious. It's probably one of my favorite cocktails, or like mixed drinks. Yeah. Do you like Manhattans? Yes, I do. Yes, I do. Any Manhattan avail? Right here. Here is a Manhattan. I sell a nice share A brain cell. I see. Oh, this plate is kind of nice actually. These switches are just clipping in fine. It's pretty nice. Pretty convenient actually. The cutouts are nice and sharp instead of rounded. Rounded cutouts cause problems with tighter switches. Okay, mods look fine. The stabs sound alright to me. What's your plan for total zombie outbreak warfare in New York City? Maybe just become a zombie, TVH. Kinda too lazy for anything outside of that. Just join the party. Join the big party. Oh yeah, I owe some push-ups. I'll do some push-ups. I'll do those now before you get through the rest of the... I always forget enabling closed captions. I always forget before the beginning of stream. But let's see, what do I owe? 10 push-ups, alright. 10 push-ups it is, then. What's your favorite comfort food? Ooh. I like Korean stews a ton, but I also really like... I feel like tacos are like my comfort food, but they're not necessarily comfortable for the stomach. So I would probably say Korean stews are like my comfort food. Like soups in general are comfort food for me. Yeah, or like a nice light curry or something like that. Alright. But I do owe some push-ups. Apollo just arrived to Makiba, hopefully to get in on some extras, especially the desk mat. Oh yeah, the desk mats are nice. Desk mats are nice. It's for you, Jordan. I actually forgot to count, but I think that was 10. Stack rank 설렁탕, 갈비탕, 육개장. Ooh, those are good. I actually am more like kimchi-jjigae, 된장찌개. And yeah, 설렁탕 for sure is up there for me. Do you like jjajangmyeon? Oh, I love jjajangmyeon. I love noodles. I love pasta and noodles in general. I would rather eat pasta or noodles over rice, like 99% of the time. Like if I could, I would eat pasta or noodles, yeah. Yo, when are we having 부대찌개 date? Wait, Frank, where do you live actually? Like, where's home for you? I actually don't know where you're like local to. Cause I know you're traveling, so I kind of didn't like catch. Oh, you're West Coast? Oh, so I need to visit the West Coast at least, or you need to visit New York. Until then, no 부대찌개 date. Yeah. So maybe when I visit, we'll have 부대찌개. Diego likes the jiggies. You have a lot of stuff in your room? I do. Well, I also have a lot of stuff right now because I'm also getting stuff ready for the event, for the subathon. But yeah, just in general, I have too much stuff. Admittedly, I have too much stuff in my room. But it's my room, so you know, who cares, right? Manhattan, have you always lived there? Not always, no. I've lived in other places. I lived in Connecticut, I lived in DC, I lived in Mexico. Yeah. But at least in the US, I've only lived in Connecticut, New York, and the DMV area, so like Washington DC, Maryland area. You going to Naluki's meetup in October? Maybe. It's a big maybe for me right now. I might get busy during that time because of school and whatnot. So if things get a little dicey with my deadlines and whatever, I'm probably gonna pass on going, because yeah, we'll see. I haven't booked yet, so I don't know. It's a little too soon to tell for me. West Coast better Korean food? That is true, actually. West Coast does have better Korean food. Well, not all over the West Coast, actually. Only LA. Only LA has better Korean food. The rest of the West Coast does not have better Korean food. Not the Bay Area, not Seattle, not San Diego, nowhere else other than LA. Only LA has better food. Actually, you know what? Only LA can potentially have better food in some regards relative to New York City. But personally, I think New York City has the best gourmet food in the US, at least. LA has great food that's affordable and still quite yummy and filling. Has a because it's such a large urban sprawl too, and yeah, there's a huge Korean and Asian American population in general too. I mean, New York does too, but it's kind of in specific pockets. So yeah, there's actually probably better Korean food in New Jersey than in New York after all. So yeah. Will you combine rice and noodles together? You know, like Lee's Deli, the Chinese buffet restaurant. Would I combine it? Yeah, I would combine. I mean, I would eat both. That's not a problem. I can eat both. But if I have a preference, I prefer noodles over rice. Just in general. Yeah. But I mean, I don't mind eating both. That's fine. It's still carbs. I love carbs. Give me all the carbs. I don't get y'all people who do keto and shit and cut out carbs. I don't know. I'm not about that life. Carbs are life. Imagine being healthy, am I right? Carb make you fat, carb equals dumpy. Yeah, that's fine, I don't care. I would rather live enjoying life and eating carbs than longer and missing out on them. Alcohol can make you fat too. It can, yes. I actually don't drink that much or often, Pepsi. I enjoy drinking, but I do not do it often anymore, actually. I used to drink more often, but I certainly barely do nowadays. I actually think during the pandemic, or rather during that 1 year, like for COVID, like 2020, maybe I drank like twice in the entire year. So, yeah. Oh, Mason, if you're around, I think my friend should have seen the thing on Reddit. But I'm not sure if they're getting it, so yeah. Alright. Let's solder already. Oh, never mind. Okay. Let's solder. My friend who was over 100 kilograms and he gave up alcohol for a year and only alcohol and lost 20 kilograms. I'm not surprised at all. I mean, it depends how much you drink. Alcohol is very, very heavy on calories. Yeah. So, I understand. Also, alcohol is just, I mean, has so many deleterious effects to your body if you're, if you're actually like regularly drinking. Yeah, I do it for pleasure, but I don't do it frequently. I don't drink frequently. Yeah. Alcohol is so bad for you? Yeah. So is spending on more than one keyboard, but here we are. Here we are. One of the few things you can die from quitting if you're addicted enough. Yeah, I mean, I know about alcohol tolerance and alcohol withdrawal symptoms and all that. I did study medicine after all. Keyboards are bad for you in excess. Yeah, I know, right? I heard that from somewhere. Maybe it was just me telling to myself. Me to me. Keyboards are bad for you after the first one. Oh well. Oh well. Same thing for dihydrogen monoxide. Am I right? Don't forget resin. Oh yeah, resin very bad for you. Can cause allergic reactions too if it's active. Alright. Let's get that fan going today. Or rather, the fume extractor. Dihydrogen monoxide is terrible for you. Don't drink it. Have you seen what it does to steel? Do you want that in your body? I do. Gimme all that. GMK Ferro just went live. Sucks I have to pass because of wait times. Yeah, GMK wait times definitely suck these days, huh? I understand the reluctance to skip on things now. It definitely is very off-putting to see group buys for key sets that will probably not ship in like 2 years, at least, I would say. To be frank with you. Alright. GMK Ferro's kitting is... I haven't seen GMK Ferro's kitting, but probably because I'm not too interested in it, but yeah. Just been buying PVT lately. PVT's nice. PVT's good. Alright, let's start soldering. Extras only in 2021. I'm sick of waiting. Yeah. Yeah. I guess I hold a very different perspective from people as to what I'm waiting for and what I'm not. I kind of don't necessarily, like, even though I look forward to key sets and I'm very excited about them, I kind of do tend to do that buy and forget sort of thing, where I like actually just kind of don't think about it after the purchase is made. It's like it'll ship when it ships, and I'm sure I'll be fine by then. Kind of sucks that it's basically an interest-free loan, but you know. The extra beat with the accented space bars and the non-accented split bars are with the 40s kit. Oh, that's whack. All I can say, Cries and Dracula. Yeah, I'm in Dracula too. I'm in Dracula as well. I'm also waiting for Dracula. But I actually am in a group buy that has been longer than Dracula. I'm still in it. And that group buy is the Model F, new Model F group buy, where I am still waiting for the dye sublimated keycaps for buckling spring that Model F Keywords is that Ellipse from new Model F Keywords is making. Yeah. But I don't think about it because I have blanks and that's enough for now. Did you hear about his new beam string project? Yeah, I read about it. I read the interest check in full. It looks pretty cool. The case obviously looks like pretty primitive case, but it's nice that he was able to reproduce the it was nice that he was able to reproduce the switch. I think that's the real achievement in that particular for that particular project. Like, that's gonna be a precedent for lots of exciting things, in my opinion. Yeah. Anyway, shall we talk about sponsors? It's been a little while, I think, but let's just get on to it. We first have exclamation sponsors to get all of the affiliate links to the vendors and sponsors and affiliates. But you can access each store through those links, and you can provide a small kickback if you do. I think with the exception of novel keys in this case. But first we have Canon keys, where we currently have a keyboard running, and that keyboard is the keyboard group buy is the AI03 and Ion Keyboards collaboration for the Equinox XL. We built that on stream before. I have 2 different typing tests on my YouTube channel for it, and there is a variety of colors being offered for it. It's a wonderful little case in the sort of like in between 40 and 60% layout, and you can also do split spacebar configuration, all that good stuff. But yeah, it's a very nice keyboard. It has a plateless configuration for mounting, which means that you do not require a plate and you just mount switches directly onto the PCB, so you would require 5-pin switches ideally. But yeah, Equinox XL, check it out. It's running until the end of the month. So yeah. There are also a few of the Brutalist series keyboards in stock on canakeys.com. So check those out. We also have, as far as keycaps go, we have a lot of different news. There's the nice PBT release for Canakeys key sets. Canakeys just released a variety of colorways for their nice PBT line of keycaps. Relatively affordable PBT dice-illuminated cherry profile keycaps. We also have GMK Jags. GMK Moomin just ended. We also have GMK Hohai, GMK A, also on group buy. Of course, there's other accessories that you can purchase off on Canakeys, so just check out their stock for more info. Next up, we have Kinetic Labs. Kinetic Labs made the Polycaps, Octopus and Polycaps Whale. They carry that line of keycaps. They also have a variety of switches. They have switch lubricants such as the Carbon GS1 and GS2 lube. They also have accessories like keycap containers, and other switch modding tools, and so on and so forth, and a large variety of switches available also on Kinetic Labs. So check out kineticlabs.store/lightning if you want to access the store and support the channel. Next up, we have Mint Autumn Skip Novel Keys. We have Novel Keys XYZ, where we currently have GMK Classic Retro Zuyin by Hoodro Thrillson. That's still running on group buy, so if you're looking for a classic beige set with Zuyin sub-legend characters on the alpha keys, consider Classic Retro Zuyin, currently running on Novel Keys XYZ. You can also purchase any in-stock item with a 5% off discount if you use the promo code Thunder on checkout. You can get 5% off for any in-stock item. Next up, we have Omnitype. Wait, what's running on Omnitype right now, actually? I actually just forgot. GMK Botanical just ended, right? So I think we're waiting for the next group buy. So I believe we're waiting for the next group buy. But on Omnitype, you can find desk pads and other accessories like 8008 ink switches. We also have storage solutions such as the Mecha Bag and their keyboard bags. They occasionally restock their keycap containers as well. There's a variety of items that you can purchase, but right now at least a lot of desk pad options that you can purchase off of omnitype.com/lightning. Of course, more news about other products coming soon, specifically Bauer 2 and Bauer Light. You can expect more news on these soon, but Omnitype is working hard to get to these new products. Next, we have Prime Keyboards, primekb.com/lightning to access the store. It's where I personally stock all of my Durock stabilizers from. They have the V2 and V1 housings in smoky black with the black wires. They also have desk keys accessories for Topre and also for switch films and so on. They also have switches, lubing accessories, switch modding accessories, etc. Check out Prime Keyboards, primekb.com. Prime KB is also central to running the Meridian collaboration keyboard with AIO3. You can definitely expect future rounds. It's a work in progress, but the Meridian, the first round of them, was a pretty big success, and I would expect that they will be running more of them soon. Next, we have Project Keyboard. On Project Keyboard right now, you can check out GMK Retrowave, and you can also check out GMK Slasher. GMK Slasher, very cool set with a red and gray sort of themed colorway and some cool novelties. Yeah, check out GMK Slasher, pretty interesting set in my opinion. But yeah, that's currently on Project Keyboard. Next, we have Salvin. Check out salvin.com. If you especially are in the EU, Salvin ships from Belgium, so you can purchase from there. You can purchase stabilizers. You can also purchase apparel. Even if you are international, he ships apparel internationally. He has socks, sweaters. There might be some remainder switches from the collaboration, such as the Ash Keeps collaboration switches, like the Aura Lights or the, I think, the Amethyst. So those might be available as well. And of course, hopefully we'll see a supply of Welvetech PCBs on there as well in the near future. Finally, we have Space Cables, spaceholdings.net. Where we currently have GMK Purple Knight running. GMK Purple Knight is a 2-color set by Mr. Zambimon, also the designer of Serica, Hamon, Nautilus, and a large number of sets actually. But Purple Knight is currently on spaceholdings.net, where you can purchase this cute set with a very, very cute novelty that's gonna have this enamel-filled finger heart novelty by Salvin. But yeah, that's currently available on Space Cables. There, of course, are cable group buys over there. So if you go to their active sales site, you can find cable extras. You can find cable collabs for different sets like Oblivion and Diner, Retrowave, Purple Knight, of course, Botanical, and so on and so forth. There's also desk pads available, different desk pad designs like the Bromat with Glarsis. There's the Bat Seed collaboration desk pad, the Kaiju desk pad by Mr. Alex Otos. There's the I Hope My Boat Will Come In desk pad. There's a Minify desk pad and so on and so forth. You can also purchase Lube. You can purchase Crytox 25 Grade 0 as well as XHT BDZ lubricant. And of course, you can purchase loop stations from Space Cables or spaceholdings.net. Purposefully forgot to mention Striker? Not really. I actually kind of just... I don't associate Zambu with Striker nearly as much. I actually associate Zambumon with Nautilus and Serica the most. Because those are really like his sets, like that, like it was... Like, they have a theme and all, but I don't know. It's like, I mean, those were his, like, first few sets, right? So, yeah, I just associate him very strongly with those. Yeah. I think Striker is popular and all, but I think it's kind of, I guess he got Striker got popular later on for me, like as me being in the hobby. I think that's why I kind of don't associate with him with Striker as much. Striker almost seemed like just like a quick, like a passion project. But yeah, Striker just blew up because of that whole Tfue thing, and you know. Mick responded, Bal is best girl. Of course he did. Of course he did. Alright, let's test our PCB now that we are done soldering. Key tester. Cool, everything works perfectly. Just fantastic. Alright, friends, it's time to open up this case. It's also time to figure out what to do with all these things. Because it looks like we have different types of gaskets, so there's a bit of figuring out there. I'm also gonna see, maybe these are just extra feet, I think. Yeah, these seem like the exact same pieces. I'm gonna apply the rubber feet first because I know what to do with them. But as far as the little gaskets, it looks like we have different types. So I'm gonna go check out the group by thread just to make sure I am not missing anything. Poron for the brass and alu plates, silicone for the PC plates. Ah, okay, I see now. Yeah, I guess that I can see that. Okay. Alright, so I guess we do Poron. But wait, so... So does that mean I should not apply it to the case and I should apply it to the plate instead? Well, they don't have an alternate plate, so I think I'm just gonna apply it to the case. It's easier. And it's more likely that, yeah, they'll go for... I'll probably apply it on the case. Oh, V is still up. Oops. Alright, let's open the case up though. They share that info in their Discord, I see. Thank you so much, Reverbiate. Not sure on the group by page. Yeah, I feel like a lot of updates tend to go missing after the group by page is opened. Like, they tend to just go into the Discords, which is rather... It's rather, inconvenient because it's hard to join every single Discord server out there. I mean, there's Nitro now, but paying $10 every month or like $100 a year, I don't know. Like, basic Nitro Classic is enough for me. So, yeah. But that's just my opinion, man. Alright. Basically comes down to how badly you want the 200 server cap. Yeah, pretty much. It depends on how, like, yeah. I can barely keep up with the 100 I'm in. I mean, a lot of my servers are also like emote servers, or I don't really check them for sure. Yeah, I'm not active in most of them, so I totally get it, my friend. I totally get it. Oops. Hey Diego, late to the party. I was considering a bear at one point. Looks nice. It does look very nice. It does look very nice. Let's see. So I was gonna check the Bear 65 Geekhack page anyway, though. Just in case. They don't really show much. Yeah, that's fine. Nightcaps? Oh yeah, I saw just now. Yeah, I'm gonna probably apply the gaskets to the case instead of the plate. I think it's a little easier. Wait, the pouring gaskets have two sizes. Only looks like one size to me. This only has one size. They look identical. Okay, hold on. Yeah, I'm gonna check Discord. Looks the same to me though. The rectangles are actually the same size here, so I think it's okay. For sure, I'll check. Jacky Studio. Let's see. Bears 65. Blah 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 blah. Ah, there are two different thicknesses. Okay. So the thick ones go on the bottom case and oh, guess what? I've been doing it right. Okay. it was done by chance and I got it right. Great. How excellent is that? But you know, just for out of precaution, I'm gonna write it down. I'm gonna write bottom. I'm gonna write top. And then it's probably the same for the silicone ones. So let's see. Yeah, okay, so these are thicker. So this one is bottom. And this is top. And this is top. Okay, cool. Great. Dio is such a savant that he gets it right without knowing. Please, no, not really. Well, that's interesting though. Different thicknesses. But I guess maybe accounts for gravity. Because of gravity, maybe it just pushes down a little more. Right? I don't know. It's like gravity plus your typing. So it needs to compress more on the downside. Perhaps. Top side's just to keep it still. Alright, 8 of them should be good. Next is the top case. Okay, I'm gonna need some tweezers here for this. So actually, I do have a question for y'all. So next weekend, I'm planning to hold this big event, right? And I haven't announced yet all the details, but I mean, it's pretty much just gonna be a live event where I could just go live and I build keyboards and I eat in between, rest in between, that kind of stuff. I'm not really having any guests or anything because I don't really have any guests to invite, and also just I live with other people and all that, so it's a little iffy. That said, is there anything in particular that you would like to see that happen during that time? Diego, workout session? I don't think so. Imagine working out. Couldn't be me. That said, I actually haven't been working out that much. Halloween raid. That's cute. Yo, hello Halloween keyboards. Thank you so much for the raid. Welcome, raiders. How was your stream? I hope you had a good stream. Halloween. Hello. Tape your keyb? No. Don't bring that bullshit around here. I'm just kidding. No, I don't need to though. Or at least, I don't want to. I don't find the need to, rather, is what I should say. I don't find the need to tape. I tried it. It was okay. Didn't wow me. And I was just like, alright. Moving on. It's kind of like, yeah, like a passing thing. I was just like, oh, neat. It does change, like, how it sounds a bit. But I wasn't like, oh, is this better? I was like, it's alright. I know that some people love it, though. Oh. Chat died. Or stream died, rather. Oh, we'll come back soon enough. Just waiting for it to come back. Raid too strong. We back. Alright, sorry about that, Halloween. I mean, well, this is... Welcome to Lightning Stream, where this happens a lot. Yes, it happens unpredictably a lot. Yes, unfortunately. This is the fate of my stream. We get random disconnections of unknown length. But the unknown length, fortunately, is no more than a minute, usually. It's just packet loss, sporadic packet loss, due to, I have no idea. But it just happens. But yeah. Ooh, look at those switches against this case. This is the fate of New York internet? Partially true, actually. Yeah, the infrastructure of this city is definitely quite lacking. I'm gonna head out back to class. Hope you have a good night. ASTG Jackson, hope you have a great day. Have a good class, or have a good one. Thank you so much for stopping by. Alright, let's see. Alright, it's not perfectly aligned yet. Let's make sure it's aligned up. There it is. Alright. This color's so good. Yeah, it's very nice. It's it looks like it's some kind of powder coat. But it looks very good. It's such a nice soft blue, and it's very uniformly done. It's really great. It's like really nicely applied and all that. I'm pretty wowed by it. It's not my board though, but yeah, it's very nice. Also, I can't say this is my layout either because it's a 65% basically. I prefer 60% in general. There was a point I had a lot of 75% stuff, so I used to use 75% a lot. I mean, I do still have 65% and 75% keyboards. It's not that I don't use them. They're not my main layout. Kinda sad I picked up E-White instead of this. Aw, shucks. Heard good things about the bear, though a lot of people say the engraving should have been deeper. The engraving should have been deeper, yeah. The engraving definitely is shallow, but it's subtle, it's fine. Yeah, it could be deeper, for sure. That's definitely good feedback. Yeah. Solid feedback to give. TBH, I didn't even see the engraving until the close-up shot. Yeah, I know. Yeah, it would be hard to see if on the camera at least. It kind of camouflages within the solid colors. The engraving looks super good when infilled. Ooh, I can actually see that because the infill would be a very thin line, right? That would actually match. That would actually work really nicely for this board. So, yeah. Alrighty, let's see. Alright, shall we test this out? And also, let's get was it GMK Shoko? I think Peaches asked for. So let's go get that. GMK Shoko should be on my Nunu. Someone in Teja server infilled the engraving in. Came out really good. Yeah. Or was the set redeemed already? Yeah. Someone redeemed for GMK Shoko. I'm gonna go get that. And I think I actually need some extra keycaps because this is 65%, so I need to find the rest of the set around here. I'll be right back, folks. BRB. Alrighty. Oh, did the stream die or something? Oh, I guess it might have. Much Spain? Oh, Spain. Oh, much pain. I see. We back. It's Seba. Hello. So Shoko is going from a blue Alice board to another blue Alice board. LOL. Yeah. Yeah, it is. Funnily enough. That's what we're doing today. I can't get these through my hands, so. The artisans might as well move with it as well. If only the plate was white, Sag. It could have been a... You know what would have worked here too? A silver aluminum plate would have worked just fine as well. Instead of white. A silver aluminum plate would have worked just fine. Instead of having to do E-coat? Yeah, because E-coat is kind of... it's a process. So I think a silver alu would have worked okay. Oh, the other board. The other board is... Yes, the other board here is Nunu. No, wait, don't need this one. Can you put denim on Nunu? I'm too lazy. I need to go get denim then. It's probably somewhere around here, but yeah. Why is there an extra 5 but not an extra B? Because I didn't buy the space. I didn't buy the. I mean, actually, wait. This was R1 kitting, so. I don't remember actually. I don't know why there was no extra B. But it was a sleeper set back when it first came out. Like, people, it actually didn't hit MOQ, I think. Or it was struggling to hit MOQ. The first round. I remember going in on it like day one though. I really like this set. Alright, let's get a typing test up. Peaches, I am too lazy to put denim on Nunu right now. maybe during the many hours I will have in like 10 days, we can do that. You can ask me then. Maybe. Maybe. We'll have a lot of time, I'm sure. Actually, we'll see. We'll see if we have a lot of time. We might not have a lot of time. If nobody subscribes, then we don't have time. Stream will end in the first 2-3 hours. And then it'll be over. No giveaways. Just single stream, done. How long is the starting time? Probably gonna do regular stream hours, so like 3 hours starting time, or 2.5 or 3 hours, something like that. I don't wanna overdo it, so yeah. Wait, Diego, you're having a subathon? Yes, I am. I am. I haven't announced all the details just yet. That's why you're just finding out, because I haven't announced details. But I will be announcing details next week, probably. Yeah. Yeah, I know. Who said I was gonna announce details now? I'm just teasing y'all. I'll announce details next week. I don't think you don't need more than a week. You don't need more than a week in advance to announce a subathon, in my opinion. People don't really pay that much attention, so it's like it's easier to just announce it a week before, like the same week it's gonna happen. Yeah. Yeah. What's up, Viper Man? Hello. How are you doing, my friend? Shoko match nicely. It do. It does match quite nicely. All right, there. Should do a minimum of 2 builds. I mean, I think the start time is. It doesn't need to be long. It's fine. I personally think if people don't sub, then it's not my fault. I'll keep all the prizes. I'll keep all the prizes. Sheesh. Yeah, I'll keep all the prizes. I'll be like, this shit's bussin'. On God, respectfully, sheesh. All right, let's try to do this typing thing. All right. Or you can give me all the prizes. No. All right. Oh, hydrate. Thank you. Oh, how kind of you. Alright, so today we have a build with penguins, lube with Tribosys 32.4 on a brass plate, with GMK Shoko on this Bear 65 keyboard, which is a unified ergonomic layout, very much akin to a 65%. It's very similar to that. So here we go. Oh, it's been a while since I typed on Alice. Ah! Oh, I'm gonna redo that. I don't have good home row technique, so. All right. Kind of slow. Type was always on T and N. Yeah. I tend to fat finger those a lot. Yeah, lots of T's and L's too, I think. But anyway, so that's what it sounds like. Chat's kind of quiet today. All right, here are the modifiers and other keys. Just we're gonna go around the board. This is kind of too tight for this, huh? Maybe I need a regular key here. Yeah. Wait, let's switch this over. It's kind of very tight here. This one here. All right. So yeah, these are penguins from Kinetic Labs. How do you feel about penguins versus ergo clears? So I actually think they sound very different. First of all, like I think the tactility is definitely reminiscent of ergo clears. So these switches definitely are similar tactility wise to ergo clears or to clears in general. I think MX clears, like assuming you had like a 63.5 gram springs and lube and all that, I think the tactility would be pretty similar between MX clears and these. The sound is vastly different, I would say. Also, I think generally clears tend to be kind of scratchy, so they will have a much more like grainy, not sandy, but like kind of like a more clears will kind of sound like they have a bit of that like rub sort of to them, that kind of sound to it. Whereas penguins are pretty decently smooth, like as far as like the housing and the stems are concerned. One thing that the penguins I do notice have a little bit of not sure if it's like leaf ping or sort of like there's something like in the housing that's sort of like is a bit different from MX clears. Like the bump is similar, but there's something about maybe it's the tightness of the housings, or something else about the switch that kind of makes it feel slightly differ, especially at the upstroke. Maybe it could be the springs actually. That's something I didn't consider, because these are stock springs that they come with. Or yeah. But they do feel nice. I like the medium tactility of this switch, personally. I think that if you like kind of pay very close attention to the sound, like you might be bothered because like I feel like these kind of medium tactile switches tend to have a like the sound profile is not great. It's okay. right? But as far as the feel goes, it feels pretty nice. Yeah. So I would say, like, if you like medium tactility, this is a good switch to pick. But they definitely sound different from Ergo Clears. As I have a question to all Alice users: do you put escape on the inside or the macro column? I put it on the macro column. I put escape over here. Because I leave my tilde here. Oh, well, so on Alice layout, I actually, it depends. So if I am splitting my backspace, then I put escape here. I put backslash tilde backspace and then escape here. If I don't split my backspace and I do full backspace, then I do this basically, and the escape is here. So I always put my escape at the corner if possible, because I do have a tendency to reach for the furthest key in the top left corner for escape. So if I put the escape here, I actually will probably miss it. And I will instead press this key, and it's not escape. So it's just a tendency from touch typing, actually, that I reach out for the key that's furthest top left for escape. So I actually realized that when I was using the Alice. At first I did what you said, Peaches, where I put the escape here, and I was like I should be able to type fine on this because it's basically HHKB layout. But I kept making the mistake, so I was like, oh, I think I just need to put the escape over here instead. Yeah. So yeah, you could do either way, but I think I make fewer mistakes like this. Oh, I think we just dropped. I think the connection timed out. Wait, is it back? Oh, came back. Anyway. Oh no, it went out. It went out. Oh, we're back. Alright, so apologies. My internet goes out like that every unexpected period of time. It goes out, comes back, goes out, comes back. Yeah, so you should, at this point, I feel like my regular viewers just kind of treat it as like, it's like an ad break almost. You know, people are just like, oh, Diego's taking a break time. It's like, all right, can't even play ads. Can't even play ads because probably actually, can you? Yo, should I test that? Every time I time out, I should just play a 30-second ad. So then by the time it's back, the ad will finish. Oh. Ooh. Oh. Hello. I actually don't know if that will work. But if it does, oh boy, people are gonna be like, what the this guy plays like 10 ads every stream. Dude, it's crazy. That's like what, 5 minutes of total ads. We start a drinking game for Sabaton. Oh, if we start a drinking game, I'm gonna be the one who's wasted probably. But anyway, let's do one more typing test, and I'll show you the board up close, and then yeah, then we can move on from that. All right, here we go. Again, penguins on a brass plate. I need a chair. What the? Every time we stream is scuff instead of F we kampai. Oh, actually I wonder how many times we'll drink because of that. Maybe I'll do like lighter drinks, but probably nothing heavy. Maybe I'll just get beers. Yeah, I should probably just get a bunch of beers for a stream. Yeah, I'm okay with beer. Beer is like soda for me, so yeah. All right, and just quick go through mods. This has a decent bit of cushioning. I would not call this flex. I would just call it cushioning. The gaskets definitely are soft enough. The pour-on gaskets are definitely soft enough to kind of like press down when you firmly press on the plate. They definitely compress, so you can see some of the compression happen. It's very slight, maybe like a millimeter, right? Or actually less than a millimeter, I guess, like a fraction of a millimeter. But it certainly does move down a little. For Sabaton, when stream dies, take a sip. Yeah, something like that. Does this work in a Tofu 65? Bluetooth. Blah blah blah. I actually am not entirely sure. Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. I think the port might stick out, but I'm not one. Yeah, I think the extended port is gonna stick out of the Tofu. So I think that might be the issue. So yeah. All right. So anyway, let's show you the rest of this beautiful board. It's a gorgeous blue. And here it is. Here is this gorgeous blue Bear 65. Tasty. Very nice. Look at this cute little engraving over here. So nice. The Tofu. Bear 65 has a extra key here and arrow keys, of course, instead of like the Alice where it just has the FN and the right control. But yeah, very cute looking. I actually do like the shape of this case. I do like the rounded corners versus the sharp middle. Looks pretty good for this particular layout anyway. The back, nice and flush USB port, very, very cleanly done. Nice and oval, or kind of, yeah. And very cleanly done. The one thing that they did really well is how seamless it looks. Like, the seam is extremely thin. So the side profile looks great. It looks great from the front. It's very similar to the TGR Alice that has very thin seams because the alignment is so properly done on the case, and it also has like relatively sharper edges. Although they are chamfered very mildly, but it's really well done. So, and here is the very cute bottom. Just simply bare and a nice bear paw. Super cute. I think this simple weight is honestly the way to go for this. It just really looks nice against the curves of the corners, and like it just fits the board. I think it just looks way better than the humongous weight that goes all across. So, and it's nice and coated, so it's not gonna tarnish, not gonna patina or anything. It's actually engraved a little bit, so you can see that there's a bit of a level difference, so it's not gonna like touch your desk and all that. So yeah, it's really nice. This is a well-made board, pretty nice for this layout. I think it's yeah. I actually don't know how much it costs. Oh, but what was the group buy price? Good question. That's exactly what I was wondering. It costs non-FE starts at $380 for the brass weight and just like aluminum case. So the regular, yeah, 380 plus, yeah, that's it, and then plus shipping. So really well priced in my opinion. Yeah, I like it. For the price, I think it's pretty good. $400 with PayPal fees, but I think for what you get, this is a good deal. This is a good deal for $400 after PayPal fees. Yeah. Yeah, like if I own this board, I'll be pretty satisfied, I would argue. Alright, so that's all I got as far as building this board. Are there any questions, concerns for me right now? Alright, I'm gonna organize some of this stuff. I don't like arrows on Alice. Oh, a favor? What favor? Frank, what's up? If you need to talk to me, you can DM me if you want. But if you want to talk here, it's fine. Can you read CGBU? And he's doing a birthday build-a-thon. 11 out of 12. He got good. Wow, that last comment. That last comment may have ruined my mood. Not anymore. Sorry, buddy. Favors, get out of here. Get out. How dare you? Nah, just kidding. I know. I actually do know that it's his build-a-thon, birthday build-a-thon. We actually rated him on one of the first few days. He was building his stacked acrylic 60%. He had that like issue with one of the layers not being the same layout as one of the bottom ones, and so I was advising him on how to go around that issue. I'm not sure what he ended up doing in the end, but that's something that I advised him to do. Yeah, I'm not sure if that ended up fine or not, but yeah, we rated him back then. So, but yeah, we can see who's on, and yeah, we can rate him. You know that you can guide the raid with points, right? You can use your channel points to guide the raid. Oh, I guess it doesn't fit here. It's fine. Alright. There you go. usually agree with who you want to raid so I don't redeem it ever. Yeah, true. But it's like, if you have a very strong preference, you can always guide the raid. Such as today. So yeah, we'll raid CG Buin out of the request. And Frank, if you need to DM me, you can just DM me later or anytime. Man's doing a build-a-thon. Yeah, he's been doing it for the past like basically 2 weeks now. Where you like, if you sub, you can unlock prices, and he's basically been doing like a personal build pretty much every day, like of some sort. He's a big HHKB fan. He has a few artisan keycaps that I really want. Aside from that, he's like one of the nicest people out there. Super nice. Super chill. And then Alps boy, it is indeed true that Mr. CG Buin is an Alps boy, and also likes Topre. Topre Artisan? Actually, no, it's MX. But anyway. Alright, let's see. Let me see if there was anything else that I needed to do before ending stream. Like before raiding. Let me just check here. Okay, that's fine. Let's see, you get those points from y'all peoples. And good night, One Drunk Man. Have a great evening. I'll see you on the next one. But yeah, take care, take it easy. And yeah, sure, let's go raid Mr. CG. Is he live? Wait, hold on, I don't see him. Oh, there he is. Okay. Raid CG Buin. Sit, yeah, just like that. Alright, thanks y'all for coming by tonight. Next build we are gonna be having, we're gonna be building a house next time. A mi casa es tu casa kind of thing. Just kidding. We will be building the house 65% next time. So yeah, swing by. Probably see you guys then. It's a keyboard, Frank. House. Yeah. Yeah. Alrighty, cool. Alright, friends. I'll see you on the next one. Let's just go raid. Happy build-a-thon. Just do that. And yep. Alright, friends. Take it easy. Have a good night. If I don't see you soon, have a good weekend. Yeah, take care and good night all. Have a good time at CG Buin's. Let's go.